And welcome back to Big Bob's MTG. I'm Big Bob, and today we're going to do a sealed Amonkhet Remastered event. So let's get in here, pay our coins up. There we go. Let's open our 6 packs, crack them. Now, I have never played in Amonkhet. I got back into Magic the Gathering around, let's see, Ixalan Revival, Rivals of Ixalan, and Dominaria. I think those are the 2 sets that I kind of got into. Alright, so let's see. We have a Pact of Negation. That's a beautiful card. Dispose. Dispossess. Choose target artifact name. Search your opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the chosen name and exile them. Then that player shuffles their library. Not too bad. Crested Sunmare for a mythic card. Looks like it creates 5/5 horses. Other horses you control have indestructible. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, add a 5/5 white horse token. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Resilient Kenra. Jackal Wizard. When it enters the battlefield, you may have target creature get +X till end of turn, where X is its power. Then it has Eternalize, which I've never seen. You may pay the Eternalize cost to exile this card from your graveyard and create a token that's a copy of this card, except for it's black. It's 4/4. It has no mana cost, and it's zombie in addition to its types. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Okay, sounds good. Let's see. Ramanop Excavator. You may play lands from your graveyard. That's a fun one to get. We have a dual card, 4 mana to give all creatures -2/-2 until end of turn. And 7 mana for each opponent chooses a creature they control. You gain control of those creatures. Interesting. Alright, well, let's get into our actual packs so we can see what else we have here. Let's see here. Kadoosh of Solidarity. Enchant a creature you control. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with Vigilance. Enchant a creature gets +1/+1. It has first strike for 1 mana. I like that. That is good. Fan Bearer. 2 colorless and tap it to tap target creature. 1 mana for a 1/2. Not too bad. Well, this one has 1/1 for 1 lifelink. It's a kitty cat, the sacred cat. Lifelink and Embalm. I've never seen the Embalm mechanic either. When you pay the Embalm cost and exile this card from your graveyard to create a token that's a copy of this card. Except it's white and it has no mana cost, and it's a zombie in addition to its other types. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Okay. Compulsory Rest. Mighty Leap. Ketra's Avenger. 3/1 for 2. You may exert it as it attacks. When you do, prevent all combat damage will be dealt to it this turn. Disposal Mummy. When Disposal Mummy enters the battlefield, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Sunscourge Champion. I've heard of this card. When it enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its power. Nice. Those Who Serve. 2/4 zombie, white zombie creatures. So that's interesting. Vizier of Deferment. Flash. 2/2 creature for 3. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature if it attacked or blocked this turn. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, that's useful. Really save your creatures or get a creature out of the way. Ta-Crop Elite. When Ta-Crop Elite attacks, as it attacks, or you may exert it. Exert is An exerted creature won't untap during your next untap step. Okay. Alright. So it gains, when you do creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh, so Exert seems to be fun. There's our big crested sunmare, Pack and Vacation. Our Cartouche of Knowledge is another Cartouche. When the Cartouche of Knowledge enters the battlefield, draw a card. For 2 mana, that's not so bad. Also, it gives the enchanted creature +1/+1 and flying. Huh, I like that. Counterspell with Cycling. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 colorless. Cycling 1 island. Not too bad. Compelling Argument. Target player mills 5 cards. Spellweaver Eternal. Prowess. Afflict 2. Afflict is whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 2 life. Oh, that's not bad. Unquenchable Thirst. When Unquenchable Thirst enters the battlefield, if you control a desert or there's a desert card in your graveyard, tap Enchanted Creature. Enchanted Creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Interesting. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Each player mills 2 cards. Winds of Rebuke. That's pretty sweet. Aerial Guide. Flying. Whenever Aerial Guide attacks another target creature, gains flying until end of turn. Ancient Crab is a 1/5 for 3 creature. That's it. What? You don't just let people up? Such a piece of shit. Such a piece of shit. Okay, the Eternal of Harsh Truths. Afflict 2 whenever Eternal of Harsh Truths attacks and isn't blocked. Draw a card. So that really makes them block him, which is cool. He's a 1/3 creature for 3, Afflict 2. 2/3 creature for 3. Whenever you cycle a card or discard a card, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I could see some uses for that, especially. Embalm 7. 3/2 creature with flying for 4. Vizier of the Anointed. Enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with Internalize or Embalm. Put that card into your graveyard and then shuffle your library. Whenever you activate an Internalize or Embalm ability, draw a card. That's not too bad. That would be really useful if you had something to deal the damage for removing those cards from your library or graveyard. Cycling 2, 3/4 Drake for 5. Cycling for 2 colorless. Ifnir Deadlands. Tap, pay 1 life for a swamp, or tap for colorless. Otherwise, you can tap for 2 colorless to swamp, tap, sacrifice a desert. Put 2 +1 or 2 -1/-1 counters on target creature and opponent controls. Activate this ability only anytime you go to sorcery. That's cool. Liliana's Defeat. Destroy target black creature or black planeswalker. If that permanent was a Liliana planeswalker, her controller loses 3 life. Anti-Liliana cards. That's interesting. I haven't seen those. Scarab Feast. Exile up to 3 target cards from a single graveyard for 1 mana. Supernatural Stamina. Until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains when this creature dies. Return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. For 1 mana, that's a pretty good savior spell. So, looks like we have 2 of those as well, so that's not so bad. When it dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Cool. When Miasmic Mummy enters the battlefield, each player discards a card. Enchant player. An enchant player. That's interesting. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, that player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Holy crap. That is amazing. I know some things. We're talking clacking bridge troll. Clack bridge troll. That would be the one. Trial of Ambition. When Trial of Ambition enters the battlefield, target opponent sacrifices a creature. When a cartouche enters the battlefield under your control, return Trial of Ambition to its owner's hand. Ooh, nice. I like that. That's a fun one. Blighted Bat. 1 colorless will gain it haste until end of turn. It's a 2/1 for flying for 3 mana. It's a little steep, but it is flying in black, which is rare. Cartouche of Ambition. Enchanted creature you control. When a Cartouche of Ambition enters the battlefield, you may put a -1/- counter on target creature. The enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Dispossess. We went over that one. A Marauding Bone Slasher. Marauding Bone Slasher can't block unless you control another zombie, which in this set doesn't seem that hard to do. It's a 3/3 for 3 as well, so that's not so bad. It's a Minotaur as well. Sweet. Splendid Agony. Distribute 2 -1/- counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. Nowadays, I thought they replaced the verbiage of 1 or 2 target creatures to up to 2 creatures. Who knows? Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand for 3 mana. That's not so bad. Especially with cycling 2, so if you cycle a whole bunch of big things away at the end of the game, you can go pull them back. Wasteland Scorpion. 3 mana for a 2/2 with Death Touch and cycling 2 colorless. Pitless Vizier. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, Vizier gains indestructible until end of turn. It's pretty good. 5 mana, exile target creature. That's it, huh? Bloodlust Inciter. Tap target creature gains haste until end of turn. 1/1 for 1. He is just a little human warrior token. Alright, so Crash Through. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Then you draw a card. It's a pretty good one. Magma Spray. Deals 2 damage to target creature. If that creature would die, exile it instead. And it's 1 mana. Wow. Pretty decent. Battlefield Scavenger. You may have it. You may exert it when it attacks. Whenever you exert a creature, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So, playing on to that whole exert ability, if you want to go that direction. Brute Strength. Target creature gets +3/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. As an additional cost, to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards. So, Tormenting Voice is much like the other one that's there. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I can't think of it. Shimmering Possibility? Something Possibility. 3 mana for a 3/2 Minotaur Warrior. You may exert him as it attacks. Whenever you do, when you do, target creature can't block this turn. Menace. You may exert Scrapper. As it attacks, when you do, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. That's pretty sweet. Thresher Lizard enters the battlefield. Or Thresher Lizard gets +1/+2 as long as you control 1 or fewer cards in hand. Trial of Zeal. Whenever Trial of Zeal enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target. When a cartouche enters the battlefield under your control, return Trial of Zeal to its owner's hand. That's super useful, especially if you're going a lot with the cartouches. Puncturing Blow. Looks like Gideon versus one of the giant gods. Puncturing Blow deals damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Desert Ceradon. Cycling for 1. It's 6 mana for a 6/4 creature. Alright, by force. Destroy X target artifacts. Interesting. There's Chandra and Gideon helping the little humans up. That's weird. Getting into green. Desert of Indomitable. Desert of the Indomitable. Enters the battlefield tapped. You may add 1 forest or cycle it for 1 colorless 1 forest. Exemplar of Strength. He got slashed in the face previously and he got shot in the shoulder. So when the Exemplar of Strength enters the battlefield, put 3 -1/- counters on target creature you control. Whenever Exemplar of Strength attacks, remove a -1/-1 counter from it. If you do, you gain 1 life. Hope Tender. Pay 1 colorless, untap target land. Or 1 colorless and tap and then exert it. Untap 2 target lands. Not bad ramp. So here's a Naga Druid for 2 mana, 1/2. Add 1 mana of any type that a land you could control could produce. So it's kind of like the Paradise Druid. He can produce whatever he needs to, so it looks like this Naga can as well. Resilient Kenra, the Hooded Brawler, 3/2 for 3. You may exert the Brawler as it attacks. Whenever you do, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. 3/2 for 3, Pouncing Cheetah with Flash. Go figure. Ramanop Excavator. Oasis Ritualist. 2/4 for 4. Tap and add 1 mana of any color, or tap and exert him, add 2 mana of any color. Vigilance and Reach. 4/4 for 5. That's not so bad. That's a pretty good card. Greater Sandworm. Greater Sandworm can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. 7/7 creature for 7. Now we have a couple split cards and 2 artifacts as well. 2 colorless, 1 plains is destroy target attacking or blocking creature. And the other one is Aftermath, which is cast a spell only from your graveyard, then exile it. Oh, okay. And you can draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. We know what Rags and Riches does. Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. Defender, 0/4 creature. You can tap it, and it deals 1 damage to target creature, target player or planeswalker. Activate this ability only if you control a desert, or there's a desert card in your graveyard. Okay. Gate to the Afterlife. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. Then, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Tap 2 colorless, or 2 generic, and tap this card, sacrifice Gate to the Afterlife, search your graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named God Pharaoh's Gift, and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it, activate this ability only if there are 6 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Okay. Well, that's all the cards that I have. So let's go ahead and build a deck around what we got. I think I liked the white and red combination. So I think we're going to throw this cartouche in. A 1/1 with Embalm. Gains +2/+2 in flying. I like that one. This one's pretty good. When disposable enemy enters the battlefield, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. I don't really care about that. Flash, well, maybe I do. 2/3 for 3, I don't really care. Flash, Vizier. Yep, we can do that one. This one's pretty good. We have 2 of those. Yeah, this would be good. That one's good. We're going to get our Battle Mare. Exert cards, exert, yep. Draw cards. Trample until end of turn. Yep. Punching blow. Puncturing blow, I should say. This guy. Exert, yep. Change a creature, can't attack or block. And has sacrifices creature, gain 2 life. Okay. That's not so bad. Yeah. I think that's good. Let's go check our desert cards, huh? Land. Let's see here. All right. Desert cards. We don't have any. That will work for our combo cards. Okay, well, let's give this a shot. I'm sure people that have been playing this deck, or this set, back in the day, would really know much better about this than I would. But Hamilton 1776. Somebody likes that play. Okay. We're going to keep this. It's something we can use, at least. Got our little dancy guy. I mean, if this guy wants to leave, I'll just take the free win. That'd be fine. Here we go. Starting it off right with our Sacred Cat. One damage. Got our 1 damage in for the game. Now things can start looking up. Looks like he's playing black-red. Alright, whenever he dies. Which we will eliminate that threat forever. No token for you. There we go. Keep going, huh? Okay, we're gonna get rid of that guy. Draw a couple cards here. All right. Swing in. Ah. Let's see now. We'll do this and this. So now he's a 4/4. Yeah, keep going, keep climbing. Ooh. Whenever he attacks, if you control a desert, there's a desert card in your graveyard. Target creature can't block this turn. Awesome. I need to figure out how to exert this guy. You may exert him. An exert creature won't exert. Ah, there we go. And there we go. You can't block this turn. +2/+0 till end of turn. Boom! Boom, 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 boom! Yes! First win! Gotta love that. That went really well. Okay. Next game. Let's keep going. Cool. 250 coins at 25 EXP. Alright, now we're up to 3 packs and 400 gems. Let's keep going. Super excited to play. It was really fun. I haven't played a lot of the exert mechanic, and I'm sure that it'll get more difficult the more that the players actually have something to respond to me with. But that guy didn't really have anything. I had everything to respond to him, so we'll see how this goes now. But it's nice to know that we beat America. Right, we will keep this. Let's see, he's got his specialty lands here, alright. Yep, go like this. Alright, I'm going to put this down. Exile that guy to get him out of the way. And then keep that in hand just in case. As well as to deliver the final blow. Let's see. I'm going to use one of these. 5 damage to him. Interesting. Nice little Teferi things. 3 damage to any creature. Ouch. Well, you know what? Rock and roll. Playing this. Playing that. Playing this. 3, 7. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Stand by just a moment. Hello.
And I didn't realize my microphone wasn't on. So that's great. But we are on our third game now. We are doing way better than we thought. Yeah, I just had to take a phone call for renewing my lease. Looks like this one's pretty decent. Think we can manage this one just fine. Waiting for our opponent. Our opponent seemed to like to sit around, so... Well, being that he is not here yet... Well, he's still not here. Ah! What do you know? Yeah, we'll keep this. Let's see here. Sacred Cat. Straight out the gate. Big old dune beetle. Let's see. Flying, boom! Flying kitty cat coming in. Cartouche. Ouch. That hurts. Let's see now. I think I'm going to pass that turn. Flicker him out of play. Take that action. Yep. Now what are you going to do? You may exert it whenever you do draw a card. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's play this. Let's go like this. Goodbye. Wonderful. No attacks. Playing that. We're going to play our embalming kitty. Whoop. Swoosh. There we go. Tormenting voice. I think we're going to wait. Nice. No, we'll let it go. Alright. We'll let him hit us for 4. Keep going, okay. Let's fire this baby off. Okay, that's not too bad. Ketra's Avenger. Coming in. 2 damage. There we go. Cycling the desert away. give it this. So I can at least do a block thing. So our goal here now is to block and kill something of his. Unless he's going to give it another -1 counter, then I have wasted it. He doesn't have trample at all, so let that one go. Yes. 5 damage to it. Oh, we got cycling off. Bummer. No attacks. Keep going. Oh, another cartouche. Taking out our Vizier. Looks like it might be our first loss. Tormenting Voice. Let's go ahead and draw a few cards here. Play this guy. Trial of Ambition. Sacrifices a creature. Okay. Well, looks like we're at the end of our first game. So, good game, buddy. You won. Finish me off. Good game, man. Well, that's our first loss. Sweet. Theros Beyond Death Pack. Let's go check that out. Ah, 20 gems. That's fine. What am I doing? What's happening? Okay. So, back to sealed.
And that's all for today. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Make sure to check out my Patreon to gain access to more exclusive content. I try and post new videos as often as I can and appreciate talking with you about what I'm doing. Don't be shy. Leave a comment here or on my Facebook page. Let's make some fun and amazing decks together. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day.